Okay, back to part 2. On the 17th of November 2010, Silene received a reply from her MP, and it reads, let's put my glasses on. To Silene, thank you for your email. I am very sorry to hear about your daughter, and I understand how worrying this situation must be for you. I have written to the Church of Scientology at St Hill Manor directly to make them aware of your concerns about your daughter, and I have asked them to respond to the issues you have previously raised and encourage your daughter to make contact with you. I hope this is helpful, and please do keep me updated if you have any further questions. Any further concerns or questions, please do let me know. Yours sincerely, Justine Greening, MP. Now, it's important. Just prior to this, a newspaper, which is the Sunday Telegraph in the UK, and it's a big, popular newspaper, a reporter phoned me. The reporter's name was Clover Stroud, and she explained she was writing an extensive article on cults, and Scientology was going to be covered, because Scientology is a cult. I explained that my daughter has now left the cult, but her future husband remains an active member. So at the present moment, we don't wish to, pursue the avenue, or this avenue, while she remains out. I mean, all that'll change if anything was to change with our daughter, but she assures us she's out. So I mentioned Silene's nightmare and dilemma, and that her daughter Natalie had actually is involved in this cult, and she has disconnected from her mum and her father. So I spoke with Silene, and Silene was delighted to meet up and have a coffee with Clover Stroud. And Silene agreed to do a full interview for the Sunday Telegraph. Now, it's important to mention as well, in the UK, there are certain media laws that have to be met. So the reporter has to get involved, make contact with the Church of Scientology. So Clover had to inform the Church of Scientology that it was her intent to publish Silene's dilemma and family horror story. So she had to do that. So what happened? Clover sent an email to the Church of Scientology. This was done on Friday, November the 12th, 2010. It's important just to remember these dates. So it's Friday, November the 12th, 2010, and it was timed at 8:12 p.m. Now the email that she sent reads, excuse me, my stomach's having a right old fun time. From Clover Stroud, Friday, 12th of November 2010, 18:12. Sorry, not 8:12, it's 18:12. Got that wrong. I am writing an article for the Sunday Telegraph. I am looking into the case of Natalie. I'll leave her surname out. Her mother, Silene, has told me that she has disconnected from her family since joining your organisation. Natalie's boyfriend is Anton, a Scientologist, and his family are all Scientologists. Natalie has not spoken to her family since June and no longer returns phone calls, emails or text messages. Her mother claims that Anton's father came to her home in the summer and told her that Natalie would disconnect and stop communicating if her family did not accept Scientology. They did not, and continued to resist it. Natalie is now no longer in contact with Silene. Silene opposes Scientology and would very much like to be in contact with her daughter. My article is for the Sunday Telegraph, and I would be grateful if you could contact me to let me know if this information about Natalie is correct. and your opinion on it. Yours sincerely, Clover Stroud. Okay. Lo and behold, at 19:34 p.m, the same day, being the 12th of November 2010, the Friday, Clover gets a reply, and it reads, from Graham Wilson to Clover Stroud. Dear Clover, thank you for your email, full stop. What is your deadline for the article? I'll need some time to look into this, get all the facts, and give you a useful reply. So hopefully this is not for this week's paper, full stop. Please let me know. Best, Graham Wilson. He's asking for time. How much time does that man want? 2008 this has been going on. All the letters Silene has written. No replies. And this is supposed to be a cult which is built on communication, and he is the head of communication. Some organisation, isn't it? Okay. Now, that was the 12th of November. Now, on the Sunday, the 14th of November, and this is only 2 days after these emails, Silene gets a phone call at home. This is at 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon. And do you know who it is? It's Natalie, her daughter. Natalie, her daughter, 3:30 in the afternoon. 2 days after some emails. Natalie wanted to come and see her mum. Silene was absolutely overjoyed. She said, yes, Natalie, please come round. And at 4 o'clock, Natalie knocked on the door, and there was hugs and everything. Silene didn't mention Scientology to her daughter. They just had a normal chat about family life and everything. And that is fantastic. Because Silene has spent nights and nights and nights crying to herself to sleep. Now, I don't think this is a coincidence that Natalie just arrives. Do you? No. Okay. On the 15th of November 2010, being the Monday, Clover Stroud, the reporter from the Daily Telegraph, Sunday Telegraph, sorry, emailed Graham Wilson at 22:40 p.m. Clover's email reads, and note again this date is important, 15th of November 2010, 22:40, Clover Stroud wrote, Graham, I will be filing my article tomorrow afternoon. I would be grateful if you would let me know if you are willing to answer my inquiries before tomorrow afternoon. Yours sincerely, Clover Stroud. Okay. Lots of communication now, isn't there? On the 16th of November, day after, 2010, 11:18. Email from Graham Wilson. Dear Clover, thank you for your emails. As to your question about disconnection, you will find a reference to this at the following link. www.scientology.org, Scientology attitudes and practices, what is disconnection, HTML, in relation to families as it states there. He goes on. There is no policy in Scientology that requires church members to disconnect from anyone. let alone family and friends who simply have different beliefs. To the contrary, the moral code of Scientology mandates that Scientologists respect the religious beliefs of others. The Church encourages excellent family relationships, Scientologists or not, and family relations routinely improve with Scientology because the Scientologist learns how to increase communication and resolve any problems that may have previously existed. That makes my blood boil, actually. I'm not going to say laugh, but anyway. I have asked Natalie about your email, and she has given me permission to say to you something about it. She told me that she's given me permission. Anyway, I'm going off on here. I've been asked by Natalie about your email, and she has given me permission to say to you something about it. She told me that she has had issues with her mother, which go back well before she became a Scientologist. She decided earlier this year to let matters cool off for a period, but she did not disconnect from her. She has been in good communication lately with her mother and is hopeful, that they will have good family relations going forward. Our approach is always to encourage good relationships and to provide assistance to mend any problems, should they arise. Families are entitled to disagree, whether it be over choice of career or choice of religion. But with good communication, this should not lead to a rift in the relationship. If you are proposing to make any criticism of the Church or of Natalie in an article, please provide us with a timely opportunity to respond. Best regards, Graham Wilson. I say this guy wants time again. He is an absolute joke. He's saying as well that there's been a family breakdown with Natalie and her parents. And I'll assure you now, if anyone was to question Natalie about that, she will deny it. Natalie has never, and her mum denies it, there has never ever been a big family issue. Never at all. Utter nonsense. Okay, I'll end that now as part 2, and we'll move on to part 3. Thank you.